What's going on, everyone? It's Kochyy here, and as usual we have a new banner. So I'm doing a banner analysis video, and this is on the Scarmask Mundo summons featuring a new Nelliel, Tesla, and Luppi. And this banner will be running from the 16th to the 23rd. It is a 3% banner. So we'll just be going over their character, the stats and skills, and then we'll also look at the gameplay, and I'll give you my opinions on these characters. So starting off, the Galloping Warrior Nelliel, she is a ranged, strong attack character with the Arrancar killer ability. All of her attacks have a chance to inflict burn, combined with her Frenzy and 2-second Debilitator makes her an effective character against enemies with high stamina. She can also increase the effectiveness of her special move by unlocking her weakened defense skill. The Maniacal Insane Luppi. Luppi is a melee strong attack character with the Hollow Killer ability. All of his attacks have a chance to inflict paralysis, which is made all the more deadly by unlocking his Frenzy and 5-second Debilitator skill. And lastly, this is a big cutoff here, so the Absolutely Loyal Tesla. Tesla is a melee strong attack character with a Soul Reaper killer ability. He's an effective all-around character with a varied skill set. He unlocks his unlockable skills include Frenzy, Poison Immunity, and Weaken Attack, which adds an attack debuff to his special move. And he also comes armed with a strong attack that creates a barrier around himself and his allies, making him a useful support character. So that's just their overviews from in-game. So we'll start with the first character, Nelliel. Going over her stats, she has 1059 stamina, 638 attack, 352 defense, 344 focus, and 774 SP. She is a Arrancar affiliation with the Arrancar killer. And going over her kit here, she has her special Gamuza charge. She charges forward and launches a flying lance that causes immense damage and inflicts burn. She has a 12% strong attack recharge soul trait, and her skills are Bruiser 20%, Devastation 40, Weaken Defense, Frenzy, Debilitator 2 seconds, and Sprinter. And basically, just on paper, looking at her, she has all the kind of things you'd want on a Frenzy strong attack character. With the SAR trait, high SP, good killer, all that. Seeing that she is, they did mention that she is a ranged character, so obviously that, just seeing that word ranged in this game, raises some red flags, but we'll get into that with the gameplay. So we'll have a look at her gameplay right now, and then we'll talk more about her kit from there.
できれば穏便に済ませたかったのだけれど仕方がないわね。見せてあげるわ。はあ？そんなもの。そんなもの。
So that was Nelliel's gameplay. We'll just mute this and play it back. So we have her special move here, and then gets into her kit. So I'll slow this down. This is her SA3. Her SA3 is full screen radius. It didn't kill right there, which is a bit strange, but it kills here, so I guess it was just she wasn't close enough. Her SA2 is a bit interesting. If you have Bond Shikai Ichigo, you might recognize this SA2. It's basically the same thing. It is a vortex pull right at the start here, and then it flies out, continues to fly out, and it'll hit anything else that's in its path, and if they do survive, it'll carry them with them and continue to hit them. So that's her SA2. Like I said, it's similar to Bon Shikai Ichigo, but the difference with Nelliel is she has Frenzy. Me and my guildmates, well, not me because I don't have Bon Shikai Ichigo, but my guildmates that do have this character were just testing it earlier, just to see how many hit count or how many hits that strong attack could get, and they were getting around like 13 to 14 hits if I remember. So assuming Nell's functions exactly the same with Frenzy, she should get like around 26 to 28 hits, let's just say. From the full duration of that strong attack. And the thing with that, because she has burn, that will be a good way to inflict burn. And also for those that are interested in guild quests, this will be a good strong attack to have on level 1, on a level 1 Nell when she's 6-star with Frenzy unlocked. And you can use her as your combo character in guild quests when she is a relevant bonus unit. But other than that, yeah, that's her SA2. And then lastly, we have her SA1 here. Her SA1 is a projectile type attack. It is fixed at 120% magnification, and if you want to compare it to something, I'd compare it to like Bond, Kugo, or Tag Team Ikaku, who both have fixed 120% magnification projectile strongs on their SA1. And obviously it's a projectile strong, so it's not preferred, but I would prefer it being fixed at 120 mag, so it does the full damage per hit, where instead of being like 40% magnification where it does less damage and you need to get more hits in for it to really kill. So not the best, but better than it could be. And I think that's pretty much it. They show her Nad string here, which is fine. I think hits a lot of times, so I guess that helps with her inflicting burn or trying to inflict burn. But you're not really going to be using her Nad that much because she is a SAR character and you're going to be using her at full SAR links. So that is Nell, and overall I think she's kind of just an average unit. Her kit really isn't anything too special, but she'll function where she's needed to. So now we'll move on to the next character. Alright, and the next character is Luppi. Luppi is a Arrancar / Espada, so he's 2 affiliation. That's only really relevant for certain things, maybe like Senkaimon, where they might have Espada or Arrancar affiliation damage, something like that. But anyway, getting to his character, his stats, he has 1059 stamina, 641 attack, 349 defense, 351 focus, and 766 SP, and he has the Hollow Killer ability, or killer I should say. And going more into his kit, his special, Hiero Vergen, Luppi's tentacles sprout countless needles that cause immense damage and inflict paralysis. His soul trait is strong attack recharge 12% as well, and his skills are long reach 20%, Frenzy, Debilitator 5 seconds, Bruiser 20%, Devastation 40, and Sprinter of course. So similar to Nelliel on paper, Luppi looks like he has all the kind of things you'd want on a Frenzy character. Again, high SP, good killer, and SAR trait, but we'll get into his strong attacks and we'll confirm or deny that. So just look at his gameplay here, and we'll get into his kits a bit more.
そろそろ本当にやっちゃうよ。
So that was Luppi's gameplay, and we'll just go over it again. One thing I'll say right off the bat, I do like his special. I like how it is from like first person perspective, like he grabs us and then, you know, he just clubs you with the spiked like tentacle. I like that perspective and how they made that special look. And I also really like this when he uses his special right here. I like this like purple like electrical effect. That's the two things so far, just visually, like aesthetically, I like about this character. But anyway, here's his SA3. His SA3 is not actually full screen, it's just 900 AoE. If you can kind of see this purple circle around him. So sadly, that's a bit of a downside. Uses it here once again, and you can see that's the AoE, it's not full screen. his SA2. So his SA2, oh, it just paused for a second, but I will slow it down and just bring it back. And I saw this earlier, I just wanted to point this out. So actually, did I just go too much? Okay, so on screen here, it's a bit tough to see. I'll just bring that back again. Okay, here we go, this is perfect. On screen here in front of him, there are 8 hollows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 hollows in front of him. He's going to use his SA2 right here. So it has a bit of an animation for the full thing to play out. And after he used that, there are still 3 hollows in front of him. So of the 8 hollows, 5 hollows were killed. This one got hit, but it got pushed out of the AoE of the strong attack, and it didn't die, and then 2 of them just completely didn't hit. And the thing I wanted to mention about this is his SA2 seems like it's pretty narrow. It's a linear type strong attack. It has a multiple amount of hits, and it seems like for the animation to play out, it takes a bit of time. And with these enemies surviving and one, you know, being hit but not being killed, I think the strong attack will definitely pose like some kind of issues in co-op in these larger maps where enemies are coming at you from every which angle, and you really need to aim the strong attack to get it to hit everything that you want. In guild quests, it won't really be that much of an issue because obviously the maps are designed to be kind of narrow in certain rooms, so you just have to use this and it'll hit everything that it needs to hit. But just something to be aware of. It seems like the type of strong attack where it doesn't have that much width to it, and I don't think it's comparable to Baragon, like Baragon's SA2 or Fullbring Ichigo's SA2 or even the new Aizen, his SA1. I don't think it follows or it trails off screen that much, so I don't think it's a very long strong attack, and but it has the same like kind of narrow width to it. So just something to be aware of, something to know if you pull this character and you plan on using him, that his SA2 is a bit narrow, and you can kind of end up with situations like this where the mobs will survive if you don't hit them. So anyway, that's his SA2, and then his again, you can see it here. Luckily, they were all kind of in the AoE, so they got all of them died. And then his SA1 is a lunge forward, which seems to have a decent amount of AoE around him. So nothing really bad to say there. And then you have his NAD here, which is okay. You're not really going to be using it that much, again, because he's a SAR character and you're going to have SAR links on him. So anyway, that's Luppi, and overall, again, another average unit. I think his SA2 being as linear and limiting as it is kind of holds him back, and also his SA3 not being full screen kind of sucks. But other than that, that's pretty much it for him. And now we'll move on to the next character. And the last character we're going to look at is Tesla. So Tesla is a Arrancar affiliation character with the Soul Reaper Killer. And going over his stats, he has 1063 stamina, 629 attack, 361 defense, 345 focus, and 769 SP. Going over his kit further, his special, Veruga Destruction. Tesla's Resurrection gives him incredible destructive power, and he inflicts immense damage to any enemy he hits. His soul trait is strong attack damage 20%, and his skills are long reach 20%, frenzy, weaken attack, poison immunity, bruiser 20%, devastation 40, and sprinter. Just going over his kit and what we know from his in-game description. He is a tech frenzy character. He has high SP. He is Soul Reaper Killer, and he has poison immunity. Those are all positives. His sad 20% trait is a bit of a letdown, especially that we know he has a shield strong attack too, so it's a longer cooldown strong attack, and it's not helped that he has a sad trait instead of a SAR trait. But other than that, we'll look more at his gameplay, and then we'll talk about his strong attacks, all his strong attacks from there. So here is his gameplay. So that was Tesla's gameplay. We'll just play that back slowly. We'll just view it again. I will say once again, I really like his special. I like what they did with these specials for Luppi and Tesla, where it's this kind of first-person perspective, and I really like his the most. I think his is really cool. He kind of like picks up the camera, which is the person looking, and I mean, I guess it's a camera because he's cracking the screen, so I really like that. I like that special. The design choice they went for it. So that's his SA3. His SA3 is full screen. It looks to be like moderate kind of activation time, I guess. Doesn't seem like it's that fast. From the time when you click the button to when they actually get hit. I don't know, it might be decently fast actually, I don't know. We'll have to see when the speed data is recorded when these characters are released. So that, anyway, that's his SA3. His SA2 is you know, the standard AoE shield boost, not boost, but the standard AoE shield around him. 40-second cooldown, a bit unfortunate. And then his SA1 is not, it looks like a pretty fast lunge type strong attack. I actually really like his SA1. I don't know if it's just because how fast his character model like goes from here to here, just instantly, and it's giving that appearance of being fast, but I really like his SA1. And then his Nat string, which is decent enough. You're going to be using it anyway because of how strong attacks are, and his soul trait. So anyway, Tesla is a unit with some obvious flaws that hold him back. This SA2, the shield strong attack that I said, you know, long cooldown, limited AoE, and it's not helped by having a sad trait. And also his combination of being a tech character with Soul Reaper Killer, it's a tough group to be in with characters like Flyzen and Tag Team Toshiro. So overall, Tesla, not too great, held back by certain parts of his kit, and not really a character that is super strong for that attribute killer combination. But that's pretty much it for this banner analysis. If you do enjoy these characters, you know, go ahead and summon for them. As always, you should summon for characters you like, characters you enjoy to play. Personally, I can't really get too excited for any of these characters because I know that we have novels, new Espada forms, and 1000-Year Blood War that is confirmed. So if it's not any of those three, if it's not falling in those three categories, then I can't really get too excited, and I know these characters are going to be in the premium pool, and sooner or later you'll get them off tickets, or you'll find them in fillers for other end of the month banners down the line. So that's just my way of looking at it. But other than that, I hope this video was informative and helpful, and if you do summon on this banner, then best of luck, and I hope you pull the character you're going after. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later.